Huskies. Let's get behind the Huskies. Earlier today, because they're practicing right now, caught up with local boy and assistant coach of the U of S Huskies, Mason Nyhus. All right, little pre-record action here because the guy's busy. Regina, Saskatchewan zone. Mason Nyhus is back on the program as we get ready for the Vanier Cup. Now, I don't even know if you're sick of answering this question or if you're going to get sick by the end of the week. You played in two. You lost both. When I look them up, Mason, you lost both by 6 points. Does one sting more than the other?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. The first one, I think there were different emotions. In 2021, obviously, we had a really good team, and it was more of a more angry feeling. Felt like the game was kind of a weird game. It was kind of like we were playing on an ice rink. Like, it was kind of a weird vibe of a game, and we thought we were a really good team. So that one sucked. And then 2022, man, both teams played a great game. Came down to a few mistakes on either side, big plays. Like, it was a really good football game, super entertaining. That one, obviously, you want to win, but there's, I guess, being in my last football game, there's more just kind of like contentness, I guess. Obviously you want to win, but like, it's kind of like it is what it is. Okay, so you probably learn things that you pass on to the guys now, but both of those games are played with a lot of travel involved. Now for you guys to come down to Regina, what are you pulling from those games, passing on to the team? Some of them have been there as well. And then how does the travel differ now that you guys really got 2 hours down the road? Yeah, I mean, I was just talking with our defensive coordinator, Cody Hallseth, and it's been crazy because every Vanier run we've been on at the U of S has been on the road. So we've won the Hardy Cup at home, and then it's been road UTEC Bowl, and then a road Vanier out east. So they've been massive travel. So this year's been almost not really felt the same way, just because it's pretty normalized, being at Griffiths and going down to Regina. So I think it's a massive advantage for us, and just passing on knowledge to the guys. It's just one of those things where small, little detailed mistakes get amplified in these big games. Like, I can look back on both games I played, and then I coached in one with UBC in 23 as well. And look back in all three of those games, and you can point out 3 or 4 plays that, like, something, just a silly mistake or a drop pass or missed assignment, and it just amplifies, and they result in wins and losses. So it's just one of those things where you got to be super detail oriented. When there's an opportunity to make a play, you got to go make it.
That's a really, really good point. Okay, let's just shift back to the weekend. And we talked before Queens, and you kind of gave us the game plan, veteran team, couple of big running backs. Their linebackers are big. That game, did it go as planned? Did you have to change anything on the fly? What can you give maybe a look behind the curtain for us?
Yeah, 100%. Last week was kind of a crazy week, obviously. It's one of those things. They were good on tape. I thought they were a bit more athletic in person than I originally anticipated. They're a good team, no doubt about it. I think obviously we want to score more points and get more yards and be the best, obviously. But in general, I thought it went relatively to plan. We knew we wanted to jump them early. So obviously getting that big touchdown to Weeb early was massive. They're a team that likes to run the rock. Chew clock, things like that. So when you get a lead on a team like that, it's obviously advantageous because they have to kind of get out of their game offensively and start throwing the rock around a little bit. So that helped a lot. It's some mid-game stuff. They're just super aggressive. They played low. They're trying to base it, throw over the top, and we hit a big one there in the fourth quarter to Daniel Weeb on a double move, which kind of broke it open for us and kind of gave us that two possession lead there. So yeah, a few in-game adjustments and stuff like that, but overall relatively to plan.
I was watching the game with a guy and then that Weeb play, and he's like, oh, how does he get kind of open like that? And I'm like, man, that's scheme. I'm like, you got Mason's brain and how it works. I'm like, everything's ticking there. Okay, Montreal in this Vanier Cup, that UTEC Bowl that you played against Montreal in 2021, that was an epic game. You must go back to that game quite a bit and be like, wow, that was right up there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. When I watch that game, I usually watch the first drive. We had a good little drive, and I just fast forward to the last drive, and everything else in the middle can just kind of go away. But yeah, no, a super cool game. It's one of those things where when you're playing on the road in Montreal or in Laval, it's just a different beast, right? You're on a silent count the whole game. Everyone's yelling at you in a language you don't understand. Like, it's just a different beast. You know what I mean? So,
Horns.
yeah. So it's pretty crazy. But yeah, super fun memories. Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. I went back and watched that game and just checked it out and just saw some stuff that they were doing back then compared to now and whatnot. But yeah, pretty cool to relive a little bit.
Yeah, so what are you expecting from them, let's say, defensively with your offense? What are you expecting? What kind of team are they? They had 2 losses this year, right? They're not that team that ran the table. They do have maybe a little bit of callous on them. What are you expecting?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, when you're playing in a national championship, they're going to be a good team. And there's no doubt about it, they're a good team. They're fast, they're physical, they're big, they're old, they're an older group. Obviously, just in general, football-wise in Quebec, they have the CJEP. So it's basically, imagine for Saskatchewan listeners, imagine if every high school player here graduated and had to play 2 years with the Regina Thunder or Saskatoon Hilltops before they went to university. That's kind of how the program works with CJEP in Quebec. So they all enter university around 19, 20, 21. So just in general, your 4th year in Canada West would be around 21, 22. Your 4th year in Quebec would be around 24. So it's just kind of they're older guys.
They're bringing their kids to the games and wives.
Yeah, no, they're the thing with them though, man. They're a hard fought physical team. They're really good, man. Like, they're well coached. You can just tell they're physical. And they play with a good compete level. Their scheme's really good, and they trust their athletes. Like, I have a lot of friends from out east that played in the RSEC, played for Montreal, played for Laval, played for McGill. And man, they're just all really good football players with good football minds. We respect the crap out of them, and yeah, it's gonna be a good, hard fought game.
Do you like that the weather is actually going to be pretty nice? I think it was like 6 degrees in November. Would you rather have some Sasky, maybe like -10, -15-ish?
You know what? I don't think it's a major difference either which way. I haven't watched much of their offense, truthfully, but I know they have a really talented quarterback. He can sling the rock around, no doubt. So obviously some wind to hinder that would be ideal. But nonetheless, we're going to play what we're going to play. And so we're just ready to embrace whatever gets thrown our way.
Have you talked how many buses, how many people they're expecting to come down? Obviously, we're pushing for it. All of Sasky's got to be behind the Huskies here. Like, there's no doubt about it. But any idea how many people are moving their way down from Saskatoon?
I'm not too sure. I've heard a lot of buzz around it for sure, so I'm anticipating a pretty good crowd. I don't really know, obviously, numbers or buses or schedules or anything like that, but we're hoping for a big crowd and some good local fan support for sure.
And you said you've talked to him, number 11. It was great to see, the guys saluting him when they scored and on the field. Anton Ammanrud, how's he doing? Obviously, he's got to be rev for the fellas.
Yeah, man, he's doing good. Just been texting with him. Spirits are high and all that stuff. Obviously loves watching the boys play. He loves watching tape, watches every practice. Kind of go, well, yeah, let's try this, let's try that. So he's been awesome, man. He's just an all-time good guy. So yeah, obviously everyone still has A's in their head and mind and whatnot, and just he's going to kick this thing in the ass, and he'll be back hanging out with the fellas.
Right on. All right, man. I'm super pumped for you. Unfortunately, I'm not in town to watch it live, but I'm excited. I know Kathy and Perry will be shouting at the top of the lungs. Give me another look at that tarp. That thing is next. Did you get that from the Home Hardware on Rochdale? I guess that's closed now.
I wish. Old Navy, $30, guys. Go get them.
All right, Mace, go get it. Congratulations so far. We'll talk to you again.
Appreciate it, Barney.